Welcome back to afternoon hockey. We're back here in Vernon at Cal Tire Place North Rink at the UMH-68 Invitational Hockey Tournament here for the weekend. We're heading into the semi-finals now. Weekend worth of hockey, all coming down to a couple games. It's going to start off with the 1 seed versus 4 seed, I believe, in this game. Or is it the 2 seed versus 3 seed this one? I think the 2 seed, 3 seed right now. Either way, black versus gray, 2 seed versus 3 seed, I believe, here in this game. I was wrong, I'm mistaken. It's 1 versus 4 here in this game. So black versus gray in this contest, 1 seed versus 4 seed. After this one, it's gonna be the 2 seed versus 3 seed. Either way, getting ready to get this hockey started. Let's introduce the teams here in this afternoon's game. Up first for Team Black. On defense, they have number 2, Isaac Zeman, number 3, Max Darlow, number 4, Evan Bragg, number 5, Jake Hughes, number 6, Lucas Tang, and number 7, Ethan Evans. That is a defensive unit for Team Black. Up front for Team Black, they have TJ Dolan, Mars Zhang, Dolan wearing number 9, Zhang wearing number 10. 11 is Elliot Fogoklu, 12 is Chase Brum, 13 Hendrik Hesselgrave, 14 is Desmond Croy, 15 Mason Austin, 16 is Michael Sung III, Michael Sung throughout this game for Team Black, and number 17 Avery Bliss. 33 Taylor Clark in the round robin. Team Black went 1 win, 2 losses with a -2 goal differential, but had a lot of good talent, a lot of good goalie showings, a lot of good goal scoring here in the round robin for Team Black, and they will be going up against Team Gray here in this tournament. Team Gray out there getting their warm-ups in, getting ready for this 1 versus 4 matchup for Team Gray here in this competition, in this game. To start off the afternoon, take a look at their roster. On the back end, on the blue line, they have number 2, Sean Bourget, number 3, Jack Boydall, number 4, Marcus Shee, number 5, Austin Joyce, number 6, Devin Manhass, number 7, Logan Atkins. That's the defensive unit for Team Gray. For Team Gray up front, they've got number 9, Stefano Tredelance, number 10, Easton Medved, number 11, Ethan Tang, number 12, Sutter Rouse, number 13, Brady Drulis, number 14, Lance Bryant, number 15, Tate Davis, number 16, Colby Bolts, and number 17, Kixton Prenislow. Up front for Team Gray. Then in net, the 2 goalies, number 29, Mason Baptiste, and number 33, Luke Kosher are the 2 goalies here for Team Gray. Team Gray in the round robin, they finished with a 2-1 record with a +4 goal differential. That's if I'm doing all my math right here in this competition. Team Gray versus Team Black. Let's take a look at some of the goal scorers for each team in the round robin as we head into this first semi-final matchup for Team Black. They got 1 goal from Ethan Evans during round robin, the only defenseman to score a goal for Team Black during the first 3 games. Other than that, their forward unit, we've got 4 goals from TJ Padolan, 4 goals from Mars Zhang, 3 goals from Elliot Fogoklu, and then 1 goal from Hendrik Hesselgrave, 1 goal for Michael Sung. On the other side, for Team Gray, a little bit more spread out scoring for this unit. We got 1 goal from Sean Bourget, 1 goal from Jack Boydall, and 1 goal from Devin Manhass. So 3 defensemen scoring goals here for this Team Gray. Up front, you've got 5 goals from Stefano Tredelance, 3 goals from Easton Medved, 3 goals from Ethan Tang, 1 from Sutter Rouse, 1 from Brady Drulis, and 3 for Colby Bolts. We're heading into this semi-final game. Mentioned it a couple times, the 1 seed versus 4 seed coming into this semi-final matchup. Gray versus Black. Afterwards, still this afternoon, we have the 2 versus 3. It's going to be the red versus blue after this game. And winners of both meet up in the final gold medal game. Losers go to the bronze medal game. At the end of the day, they're all winners because they're all here having fun playing hockey. It's a great weekend at UMH-68. Wait and see what we got for starting goalies on each side as pucks are cleaned up on the gray side. Pucks getting cleaned up on Team Black side now. In net, looks like getting started in net for Team Gray is Luke Kosher. Getting the start in this semi-final matchup. On the other side, getting ready to get the start. Looks like Taylor Clark is going to start for Team Black in that third game this morning. Oakley Speckman and Taylor Clark, they switched halfway through the game. See if they do that again this game or if just Taylor Clark's going to handle the crease for Team Black, as both teams now getting ready to get this one started. Zach Stewart on the call with you all weekend long as we head into the first semi-final game. Team Black versus Team Gray. And we're on drop face-off one to start off this game by Team Gray in this first period. Team Gray is going from broadcast right to left. Team Black from left to right as Adkins works it up on the near hand side to Drulis. That's just out of his reach, so on the attack. Icing, though, will be the call. Real tight and close as we get ready to get this one underway. Here, face-off coming up in the defensive zone for Team Gray, offensive for Team Black. 19 seconds into this contest. First semifinal matchup, 1 seed versus 4 seed. Face-off coming to the glove hand side of Kosher. Face-off off to the side half boards. Goes down low. Zhang, the first one there, trying to chip it around Shi. Zhang out to the blue line. Evans goes back towards Zhang. He'll rotate back towards the net. Goes down low in the corner. Podolin looking for a centering feed through traffic. Stepping up, Hughes at the blue line. Over towards Vogoklu with a shot still loose in front. Vogoklu will get the rebound, and he'll try to now cycle back up to the blue line. Hughes backs on the half boards, down low. Adkins picks it up. He'll get that one down behind the goal line to Shi. Worked up. Trenelance up towards Bolts. Continuing that puck momentum, trying for Dolis, but unable to find him. As that one's back in towards Gray territory in the corner. This puck scrum. Both teams jostling for possession in this near hand side. Still pinned along the boards, not blowing this one down. Referee still says puck's moving here with 18:40 to go in this first period. Still scoreless. Slap shot on Bragg, but that one's blocked by Drulis. Loose in the corner. Manhas battling along with Vogoklu as that one hits out to the half boards. Colby Bolts on the way out as that one's sent up forward by Trenelance. Intercepted back out the other way. Team Black cutting towards the front of the net, still putting onto the net Zeman, but right there at the poke check was Kosher. As now Hesselgrave, he'll cycle his way down into the end boards for Team Black. Picking up the puck on the near side corner, getting that one picked off a stick though. Both teams jostle and jam away at it. This right corner, seeing some action in those puck scrums. Bragg with a shot on and scooped up in the glove of Kosher for a whistle. Face-off coming up in front of Kosher there in the offensive zone for Team Black. Defensive for Team Gray. Face-off coming to the glove hand side of Kosher. Face-off won back by Team Gray. Joyce will look up the far hand side. Now stretch pass up to Medved, unable to complete that pass. Back the other way. Hesselgrave for Team Black, right down the middle. Entering the offensive zone is Bliss. Backhand feed towards the net. Tip just wide by Croy. Croy gets that puck picked off at the end boards, trying to work his way back to the blue line. Feeds it right there, now jumping up. Zeman making a move, trying for a shot. Poke check by Manhas. As circling back is Prenislow for Team Gray into the end boards. Medved centering feed, looking for a stretch pass up. Not quite there was Rouse, but now picking up the puck is Prenislow, staying on side, cutting out to the outside. Centering feed, unable to connect with Medved as Team Black takes over on the near hand side. They'll try to flip it up over the red line. Right there to play it is Rouse. Fires it to the far hand side. Stepping up. Boydall Gets it to the end boards. Austin on the left wing in his own territory, trying to work that puck out. Team Gray takes over with Tang in the corner. Centering pass, looking, almost connecting with Davis, but that one's intercepted. Boydall able to keep it in and ring it around the back of the net towards the point. Bryan stepping onto the ice, nearly keeps that one in, but forcing Team Gray back into their own zone. Tang with a bounce pass up, looking for Bryant. Davis takes over. Davis right beside him to Bryant, entering onside, making a move, now cutting out wide, taking a shot, kick save, rebound off the side of the net. Here the post ring on the side, 16:20 to go here in this first period. As she's got to backtrack with the puck for Team Gray. She shovels it up, trying to escape the zone is Tang. Unable and now able to get out. Bryant on the rush up on the far hand side again. Got a toe drag around the defender towards the front of the net. Unable to get by Darlow. That's pushed out towards Shee, backtracking at his own blue line. Atkins up on the near hand side towards Bryant. He'll just get that one down and go for a line change. Zhang back out the other way. Onside over to Podolin. Takes a shot into the glove of Kosher and covered up for a whistle. Still scoreless here between Team Black and Team Gray in this first semi-final matchup. Winner goes to the gold medal game tomorrow. Loser plays for third of this matchup, but it's all a fun weekend here at UMH-68 Invitational. Pocket cycled down low. Team Black in possession. Zhang throws it on net. One-timer by Flugoklu, but that one's off the post. Out toward the blue line. Darlow with a shot blocked in front. Now trying to get out of the zone is Drulis. Sent up towards Trenolans. Kept in by Darlow. Back onto the attack. Trying to step towards the net. Right in front of him. Making a pass onto the far hand side. Zhang steps up with it. Podolin spins away from an attack in the corner. Still trying to break free on the left side. Has possession of the puck, takes a shot, blocked in front by Colby Bolt. Bolt and Zhang get tied up in the corner. Goes to the blue line, stepping up is Tang. Behind the net for Goklu. Still protected on his forehand, trying to work back out to the blue line. Intercepted by Trenolans, who's off to the races. Cutting out wide, down the right wing. Throws it towards the net and into the glove. A glove save there by Taylor Clark. 14:37 to go in the first period, and a good glove save by Clark to keep this one scoreless. Heading into the final 14:37 of this first period. Face-off coming to the far hand side of the ice. Still 0-0 between these two teams. First semifinal game. It's been a long weekend of round robins getting to this point as Manhas takes that face-off win for Team Gray down into the corner. The defenseman finds himself down deep, trying to continue momentum, but Team Black comes away with it on the near hand side. Pushing his way up is Hesselgrave. Poke check on by Joyce. Slowing it down is Team Black again. Hesselgrave knocks it down and enters onside. Takes a shot, blocked in front. Manhas able to take it behind the net and snipe it over to the far hand side. Big hit in the corners that comes out free towards Hesselgrave with a shot. That one's blocked away by a save from Kosher into the corner as Joyce now steps up and collects the puck on the near side boards. Brings it back behind to Manhas. Up on the far hand side now, cross ice pass. Medved has it, leaves it for a trailer and Prenislow into the offensive zone. On the backhand, he'll loop around in the offensive territory. Looks far hand side as a one-timer set up, but gets it back down to Boydall with a shot wide of the post. Coming up to step up to get it is Medved to the blue line. Bourget back towards Medved on the left side, takes a shot off the side of the net. Yet again here in this contest, off the side post. Chipped by Bourget. That's now Boydall. He's got to rush to collect it as they'll switch defensive positionings. Boydall up towards Prenislow. Leaves it for Bourget, trying to escape his own zone. That one's taken over. Still pressuring at the blue line. Team Black slowing things down in the neutral zone. Over towards Zeman. Zeman trying to enter the offensive territory, and he does. Driving the net, takes a shot into the chest, out, rebound, still a pad save by Kosher as it stays out, scrambling down as his pad spread out and makes the save. Some hugs from his teammates after that big save to keep it 0-0 game. There for a defensive zone faceoff coming for Team Gray, offensive for Team Black. Coming up on the far hand side of the ice. Reset at the faceoff dot, telling all the wingers to reposition, push back, get set in some sort of aspect here on that faceoff dot. So everyone will regroup and reset. Faceoff won back by Team Gray, but a pile up to the faceoff dot. It sees Tang come away with it. She behind the net, rings it around, trying to find Drulis, just out of his reach, held in by Bragg. Loose in front, Sung with a shot, but knocked off to the sideboards by Team Gray. Coming out towards Sung again with a blocker save by Kosher. Bryant turns the puck up ice towards Tang, who's on the races into the offensive zone, trying to kick it through to Davis, but couldn't quite get there in time as Bragg takes that one away, kept into the blue line by Adkins. Adkins trying to drive down low, gets out in a clean pass out front, just couldn't get a stick on it. Forces She and Adkins backtracking in their own territory. Now hammering the break, She turns back up ice on the right wing. Coming free with it, Zeman right down the middle, turn over to Adkins at the logo. Off the near side boards, Bryant has that one picked off his stick as Adkins has to retreat deeper into Team Gray territory and now fired up the half boards. That one gets stopped up by Zhang. Adkins once again retreats to have to pick it up. She up right down the middle to Bryant. He'll try to chip that one around and use his speed to get down there in time. No icing, waved off, but Davis and Bryant unable to get there. Team Black exit their own zone. Zhang trying to push it up towards Podolin. Joyce right there, but Zhang regains possession for Team Black. Driving down low into the corner, drop pass to Podolin, makes one man miss. Now driving towards the front of the net, unable to get through as Drulis out the other way. Gets towards the red line and shoots it down, and icing is gonna be the call as Drulis was not quite to the red line before firing that one down for the dump and chase. 0-0 will remain the score. The face-off coming back down towards this end of the ice. 0-0 is the score. 11:15 to go in the first period. Face-off coming up to the glove hand side of Kosher. Darlow has it at the blue line, angles down into the corner. Zhang looks to break that puck free. Podolin has it, wraparound attempt, but great job by Kosher to get there with the pad to cover that far side post. Galco couldn't keep that one in possession either. Trendelance out towards Drulis, just out of reach, a little bit too far ahead on that pass. And as Colby Bolts now tries to take over in the neutral zone, Trendelance as well. Joyce needing to try to go D to D, does so successfully. A little risky, but it worked out for Team Gray. Bolts poking that one forward, but Podolin takes over with Darlow. Podolin at his own blue line, over to Zhang. Right down the middle, entering the offensive zone for Goklu. He'll drive the net, take a shot off the post, in tight, and tried to raise it as much as they could. Unable to do so. Bolt back out the other way, beside to Drulis. Drulis connecting with Tredeland. Bolt picks it up, takes a shot into the chest, and then covered up by Clark. 10:13 to go here in this first period. Still scoreless. Some rough stuff after the whistle. Both teams kind of grabbing each other with the face-off coming offensively for Team Gray on the near hand side of the ice. Reset at the face-off dot, telling wingers to push back. So now lining up, puck is dropped back towards Team Black with a clean face-off win. Evans up on the near hand side, getting chased down is Hesselgrave behind his own net. Hesselgrave gets that one knocked off his stick. Medved with a great forecheck there as it gets around Bourget. Aggressive pinch, and it's gonna work for the defenseman. Behind the net with it now, centering feed off to the right post and just wide. Looked like celebrations were gonna start to happen, but just pushed wide of the post. 9:45 to go. Far side corner, trying to pick it up on the forecheck. Unable to exit their own zone was Team Black, as now back down deep to try to pressure the puck. Team Gray with Team Black escaping. Prentice-Lou able to get it, now throw it out towards Medved on the backhand with a shot. Bourget, he'll get it back down into the corner, trying to set up a play, gets a return feed at the blue line. Bourget fires it on, blocked in front, rebound, another rebound, Medved with a shot off the side of the net. Medved pushes it to the far corner to Prentice-Lou, up into the air. That one's off a body and onto the back of the net. Prentice-Lou again has a turnaround shot from a sharp angle, but that's into the chest. And covered up yet again by Clark for the whistle. Good offensive pressure there from Team Gray, but just unable to get it into the back of the net. Taylor Clark playing a great game to start off this semifinal. Team Gray versus Team Black. Face-off coming to the near hand side. Atkins keeps it in, throws it on. Walked in front by Zeman, but he's getting pressured off the puck by two Gray forecheckers. To the blue line again, Atkins holds it in, takes a shot, another block in front, looking for a stick lift. Unable to find one as it rolls into the corner. Out with the puck now, moving up ice is Austin looking for Sung, unable to find him. Bryant turns back the other way, but intercepted, taken back by Bragg, who'll ring it in towards Gray territory. Quickly, she needs to make a play as Austin approaches quickly and nearly forces that offensive zone turnover right in front of the net. And Zeman able to keep it in the offensive zone, right in front, sitting in the crease, and it slides off the post and stays out. Golden opportunity that just barely misses, as that one is up out of play. Kosher either got a piece of that or just barely missed off the post. I think I heard the ding of the post. Stays 0-0 here in this contest. Face-off coming. Blocker hand side of Kosher. Face-off won back by Team Black. Keeping it in the offensive zone. Zeman works down low to Zhang. Zhang goes to the point. Vogoklu's there. Takes a shot on tip just wide of the net. Zhang has it again, looks for Bedolin with a one-timer, blocked in front by Bolts. Fugoklu picks it up in the corner, works back to the blue line, now over to Bragg. Bragg makes a move, driving the net. That one met by too many Gray jerseys, as Joyce now turns up, has numbers if Team Gray hurries. Trenterland's looking over for Bolts. Great defensive play there by Zeman to knock down that 2-on-1 attempt. As now running into traffic is Bedolin, picking up the loose puck. Zeman flying into the offensive zone, down this near side wing, takes a shot. Shave rebound to Bedolin, but stick work by Manhas keeps that one away. 7:14 to go in this first period. Drulis can't get that one out as Zhang tries to drive the net again. It's Bolts working the way out of the zone, up the left wing into the neutral zone. Big hit as Bedolin now takes over. Up the far hand side of the ice. Turnaround spin pass to Zhang. Zhang on the backhand, throws it on net. Kick save by Kosher as Zhang gets his own rebound. Down low to Bedolin. Makes a move, another shot by Zhang. Still loose in front, push to the end board. Still remains a scoreless game. Through 13 and some change minutes in this first period. Manhas flips that one down into the neutral zone. And then sent back, dump and chase for Team Black, but just going for a line change. Joyce, stretch pass up, looking for Rouse, unable to find him, but he's gonna beat out the ice and then take a shot wide of the post. Play will continue. Medved down low to Rouse, has that one roll up his stick, and Prentice-Lou takes over, goes to the blue line. Boydall, with 6 minutes to go, takes a shot wide of this near side post yet again. Here in this game, in this first period. On the left wing, throwing it towards the front of the net, trying for that centering pass, 3-4 attempts. As it stays out, goes to the blue line, Lord Bourget, backside, takes a shot into the glove of Taylor Clark, as that one is covered up with the glove. Beautiful pass over to the far hand side though by Bourget. Trying to get that one a good look on net. Will remain an offensive zone face-off for Team Gray. Both goalies starting off hot in this game, and reset on the face-off dot. We'll do this one again as Team Black, I think, gets a little bit too over-eager to win that face-off, so they'll have to switch centers and do this one again. Team Gray winning that face-off back. Boydall will flip it into the corner, looking for Rouse. Trying to push his man off the puck over towards Prenislow. On the back end, stand-up jumping save by Clark there in order to make the save and cover it up. So we'll take a couple seconds off the clock, do it again. Same face-off dot. Looks like same lines out for both teams. Here in this offensive zone face-off for Team Gray, defensive for Team Black. Face-off, pushed forward, in and out of the glove, still bobbling around as that comes out of the glove of Clark and work to the blue line. Bourget able to hold it in there. Now working on the near side half boards. Poke check by Bourget. That one gets down the ice, taken over by Boydall. Rouse will look to dump that one down and allow the defense to go for a change. Forward stay on to a fly the forecheck. Bliss now into the offensive zone on the near hand side, driving towards the net. Couldn't find a centering pass. Bliss still flying on the far side. Atkins pushes that off the puck as Medved will backhand flip that down. Hughes intercepts it and enters the offensive zone. Hughes trying to drive it and throws it behind the end boards. Hesselgrave swooping back up on the near hand side, loses it in the corner to Sung. Sung centering pass to Austin, couldn't get a stick on it. Evans keeps it in, fires it from the point. That's a save into the corner. Sung back towards the point to Evans yet again. Fakes a shot, poke check, now off to the races is Tang for Team Gray. Has to take a shot from distance as that glances off the crossbar and up out of play. 4:25 to go. Here in this first period, 0-0 is the score between Team Black and Team Gray. Face-off coming in the far side of the ice. Face-off, one back by Team Black, but quickly swallowed up by Bryant of Team Gray, pushing it behind the net to the blue line. Atkins takes a shot through traffic, looking for a tip in front, but it was blocked down and sent to the half boards. Atkins holds the line yet again as Tang tries to apply the forecheck to the end. Team Black on the ropes now, trying to get that one out, but taking over. Tang looks to the back door, takes a shot as she, but didn't quite have the angle. So that one has to pass behind the net to Davis. Davis trying to figure out which post he wants to go attack as Bryant now comes away with it to the blue line. Atkins takes a shot, tipped in front, but a reactionary butterfly save there by Clark as Team Black finally able to get it out, alleviate pressure as Sung now cuts out wide, enters onside on the back end, throws it out in front, looking for a pass in front, rebound save, covering that one up, spread out. Full sprawl was kosher to make the save and keep this a scoreless 0-0 game with 3:30 to go in this first period. Semi-final game number 1 between Team Black and Team Gray. Face-off, one back by Team Gray in their own defensive zone, but kept in by Zeman. He'll work it towards Podolin, just overskates it. Podolin gets around 3 Gray members and slides it over to Zhang behind him, so Zhang's got to recover to the blue line. Bragg back towards Zhang, drives down deep into the corner, centering pass, looking for Podolin, but he is tied up with Manhas. Looks like a late penalty coming up against Team Gray. So delayed penalty, face-off, whistle, and a power play to Team Black once this one is touched up. As that one's taken behind the net, Fogoklu still driving into the corner. Bolt's trying to pressure off the puck, and that one touched up by Trenolans, and a whistle, and tripping is the call against Manhas as him and Podolin were tied up. So Manhas off to the box, 2 minutes for tripping, says the referee. To the power play goes Team Black in a scoreless 0-0 game. Here with 2:47 to play in the first period. Face off to start off this man advantage, 5-on-4 in the far hand side of the ice. Predeslow wins it back to Team Gray, who looks to clear it, but that one's kept in by Zhang. Zhang goes to the blue line, Zeman back to Zhang, playing a 2-pass system on the far hand side, down low for Goklu, looking for a centering feed, cover well. As Badolin was trying to get room, Zhang down low once again to Fagoklu. He'll have that one bobble off his stick. Boydall right there to try to pressure him off. Zhang, top of the face-off dot, slides it to Bragg at the blue line. Bragg with a shot tipped in front but blocked by Bourget, who now has got to try to launch it down the ice and does, as that one gets out. So needing to touch up, delayed offside, 1:20 to go on Team Black power play with 2 minutes left in this first period, still 0-0. Scoreless game here in the first semifinal game. Team Black racing up the far wing into the offensive zone for Goklu, slammers the brakes. Now we'll look to the blue line. Zeman over to Zhang. Zhang stepping up towards the net, takes a shot into the top corner, and it's into the back of the net. Team Black get the first tally of this game, a power play goal in the semifinal. Zhang gets his first of the game, first of the semifinal, and it's 1-0. Team Black over Team Gray. I was waiting off saying this, but didn't want to jinx anything. No team has gone scoreless in the first period all weekend so far, and it was almost the case here in this semifinal game. But Zhang finds the top corner and makes it 1-0 for Team Black with 1:43 to go here in this first period. Face off, won back by Team Black after that goal by Zhang, pushed into the offensive zone for them. Hesselgrave takes it, trying to make a play out towards the hash marks, takes a shot, floats it over the net, off a stick, goes wide into the corner. Hawk battle on the right side. Out with it goes Team Gray. Off on a rush is Davis, entering the offensive zone, tries to make a move, gets the puck right back onto his stick, pushes it over to Rouse. Rouse down low, looking for Davis back again, but unable to connect. That one up in towards the neutral zone. Hammered back down by Manhas, who's back onto the ice after that power play goal by by Zhang, as it's on the near hand side, sent out into the neutral zone. Manhas circling back, D-to-D pass, Adkins now looking for a cross-ice pass. Croy intercepts that one. Desmond Croy into the offensive zone for Team Black, who hold a 1-0 lead. Sung has that one poked off his stick, as now backtracking, Darlow has to work it up toward Hostin. Delayed offside, touching up, so allows Hostin to work up the far hand side. Now pass it right down the middle. Sung out of his reach. Manhas needing to step up on the puck, but Sung gets there first, drives it into the corner. 20 seconds to go here in this first period. Centering feed. Good tie up by Trenolance, as Tang now on a rush with 10 seconds left. Tang trying to get the outside angle, centering feed is Trenolance on the backhand, just behind the net, was too far forward. As Team Black has one last chance, that's down the length of the ice, and buzzer sounds. 1 period of play is over. 20 minutes in the books here in the first semi-final game. Team Gray versus Team Black. It is the 1-4 matchup here in this semi-final to get this afternoon of hockey started, and it is a 1-0 lead for Team Black over Team Gray after 20 minutes, and it was a late one, a late power play goal here for Team Black in order to take the lead, and it started out at the 2:47 remaining in the period with a penalty by Manhas. It was a tripping penalty that sent him to the box and sent Team Black to the power play. Black in order to take the lead, and it started out at the 2:47 remaining in the period with a penalty by Manhas. It was a tripping penalty that sent him to the box and sent Team Black to the power play. Black in order to take the lead, and it started out at the 2:47 remaining in the period for his penalty by Manhas. It was a tripping penalty that sent him to the box and sent Team Black to the power play. Black in order to take the lead. This weekend, helping out, making all of this possible for all the players down on the ice. First up is BioSteel. This episode is powered by BioSteel, the hydration choice trusted by pros and parents alike. And now it's even easier to grab the new BioSteel variety pack. It's available at Costco Canada. You get 24 bottles, 3 flavors, rainbow twist, blue raspberry, and black cherry, all with no sugar, no caffeine, and no junk. Just clean, effective hydration that works as hard as you do. Perfect for hockey families. Next up is Iron Ghost Construction. Iron Ghost, where quality and safety lead every build. Since 2014, Iron Ghost has delivered quality, safe construction from structure to mechanics, start to finish. Iron Ghost Construction, solid, skilled, proven. A proud supporter of youth sports in their hometown of Vernon, BC and beyond. Iron Ghost is committed to building more than just structures. They're building futures. They've done work and completed projects in BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. Next up is Elite Prospects. It is the gateway to hockey. Online since 1999, EliteProspects.com is the #1 statistical hockey resource, serving over 1 million unique visitors weekly. That offers the most informative hockey player database on the web and has the most reliable transaction tracker available. They provide insight and analysis on players worldwide through written features, video breakdowns, interviews, and more. Up My Hockey is proud to provide scholarships to players attending UMH-68 because talent deserves opportunity. Up My Hockey is proud to support this tournament because mindset matters. Change your thinking, change your game. Train with a program designed by a coach who's played at the highest level and 10 times your development. Up My Hockey, where mindset meets performance. Change your game with Up My Hockey. Also, Up My Hockey podcast with Jason Podolin, the podcast for players chasing their full potential. From mindset to performance, this is your go-to source for unlocking the next level in your game. Grow your mindset, grow your game. Listen now and explore mindset coaching at upmyhockey.com. Up My Hockey, because the mental game matters. And 8 Cane Hockey is providing a prize pack to a Sidney Crosby Award winner here in this tournament. That award is chosen by the coaches. 8 Cane Hockey, dominate the ice with performance-driven, cut-resistant gear built for elite players. Stay dry, stay sharp, and feel every stride with our innovative base layers and Blade Pro Skate socks. The most comfortable cut-resistant socks in the game of hockey. Unmatched protection, unlimited comfort, zero compromise. Gear up, perform better, 8 Cane. Also, 8 Cane has provided the teams here with elite level gear, so big shout out, thank you to them. Also, player nutrition. There's Cliff Bars, bananas, apples, and other various snacks supplied to the players here at this tournament. Brought to you by Nature's Fair Markets. If it's good for you, we've got it. Also, big shout out to Brown Social House and Up My Hockey again for their after game awards, Grit and Grind Award, and the 3 stars. That comes up after the game as we're at 1-0 after the first period of play here in the semifinal game between Team Grey and Team Black. Thank you again to all of the sponsors who make this possible this weekend as we head to the second period here in a 1-0 lead for Team Black over Team Grey.
Here with Tyson at the UMH-68 event. Tyson, give us your full name, a little bit of a title, and what you're here to do this weekend.
Yeah, Tyson Azevedo. I'm the Team Black coach for the 2012 here for UMH-68 with the U14 for BC Provincials this weekend.
Awesome. Obviously, as a coach for this high-profile event, you're going to come with a lot of experience and background. Tell us a little bit about where you're coming from, your expertise, your history.
Yeah, so I'm from Spokane, Washington. I'll be the U15 coach this next year for our inaugural season at the Coeur d'Alene Hockey Academy. So excited to bring a team into the league, having some 2012s, 2011s, just that first step, and same for this weekend, just that first step into the league, first step for exposure. Kind of what this weekend offers these players is getting their feet wet, and just excited to be on the bench with these guys and kind of that first face as they take that step out of minor hockey and on this next journey here. So
that's awesome. You've been to a lot of tournaments, obviously, and what sets UMH-68 apart from the other tournaments you've been to?
I think first and foremost was just the atmosphere here. It's a player's first experience. From the minute we walked in this morning, it was all about the players. They've got the swag, they're walking around. It's about the team, it's about the experience, the atmosphere. I think what's different about this one is it's not so much about the evaluations or exposures or tryouts. It's getting the experience to be out here with the other players, meeting other kids from other markets, playing at this level of hockey. These are the top players from around BC for their birth years. So just to kind of take that first step of playing with other kids outside of their area, coming out here and competing this weekend is something fun for them to do, and kind of takes the stress off of it to where they don't have to worry about the evaluation part of it and just go out and have some fun and get the experience part.
So I know one thing about UMH is it really stresses the professionalism of the event. Why is it important that this level of professionalism is brought into a tournament for 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds? Why does that make a difference at this age?
It just sets the pathway for what they're wanting to do. If they're wanting to get to the next level, from the minute they get here, their jerseys are hung up, the locker room, player meetings, practices, everything is ran as if it would be when they take that next step to the WHL, which does the same thing, which mimics what they want to do when they move on to college or professional. So it's just given them that atmosphere of what it's going to be like to take those steps. See from a coach's standpoint, see it from a player standpoint, see it from an administrative standpoint. It's a full weekend. These kids are from the morning to the night. They've got things scheduled, so having to balance the time management with going and getting their meals, with resting, it just kind of gives them that whole, again, the atmosphere of what it's like to be at the next level of being a professional and what it's going to take here at 13-14 and what they need to do.
So we'll finish off with two questions, a two-part question that I'll ask at the same time. First question is, what do you hope that the kids will take away from this weekend? Either as a memory, an insight, an experience, and what do you hope to take away from this weekend as a memory, insight, or experience?
Oh, that's awesome. No, I think first and foremost, it's just when they're on the bench and they're in the locker rooms, they're going to be with other players that they're not normally with. So meeting new kids, stepping out of their comfort zone. This is kind of one of those first steps on that pathway. So hopefully this will be one of those experiences that they'll look back on and remember that, you know, the UMH-68 tournament, coming in to play with these other top level players. These are kids they're going to be playing with for the next 5-6 years as they continue on down this. So just taking away what this weekend and this first kind of step is, and having fun with it. So, and then from me, you know, I'm excited to be around the other great staff, the coaches that we've got around here, being able to watch the players, see, and then just share and my experiences from what I've taken away from juniors and coaching, and being able to give that to them, and then go home with some fun names and players and experiences from watching these kids, and hopefully have some good highlights to talk about. So,
Tyler, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you.
Welcome to the UMH-68 Invitational here, semifinal game 1, 1 seed versus 4 seed. It is Team Gray versus Team Black here heading into the second period of play in this semifinal game. And it's a 1-0 lead for Team Black. So far over Team Gray after 1 period of play. Lone goal scored by Marzang. A power play goal to make it 1-0 over the first period. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this weekend tournament, the UMH-68 semifinal game 1. Winner of this goes to play tomorrow, the second game. Loser goes to play tomorrow morning, the first game in the bronze medal game. Team Gray onto the ice, Team Black onto the ice, ready to get this second period started. In net still for Team Gray is Luke Osher from West Kelowna. Played with the West Kelowna Warriors U14 rep team. On the other side in net is going to be Taylor Clark for Team Black from Victoria, playing with Victoria Racket Club Minor Hockey. Win the Minor Hockey League. As these teams are both skating around, getting ready to get this second period underway here from Vernon at Cal Tire Place. Semifinal game number 1. As both teams lining up at the logo, getting ready to get this one underway. Puck is dropped and we are started in the second period in this middle frame. Team Gray is going from left to right, Team Black from right to left as Team Black into the offensive zone. Zhang looking over to Ficalco, unable to quite get it there. Evans at the blue line, keeps it in, angles that down low, thrown in front and taken away by Joyce. Down the right wing into the offensive zone, taking a shot, another shot just wide of the net, trying to push through by Bolt, unable to get there. As Trenolance into the corner, goes firing to the end boards once again. Drulis unable to get there first as Team Black looking to escape their own territory. Kept in for a brief second by Trenolance as that one's now worked out by Evans onto the near hand side of the ice. Forcing Nanhas to go back towards Joyce. Up with it on the far hand side. Drulis gets knocked down to the ice but able to get that one deep. As Team Black with Zhang now working out of their own zone. Zhang still dragging it from behind. Over, trying to cut around Bolt, able to get through, so Zhang still shooting it on. Kick save there by Kotar onto the near hand side. Into the corner, taking that one away is Colby Bolts. Driving down this near side wing, gets around Zeman, but gets hauled down. Penalty coming up here against Team Black, and it is gonna be against Zeman for a hooking penalty is the call, so to the box goes Isaac Zeman. Got an assist on the lone goal of the game so far, but now we'll go sit 2 minutes for a hooking penalty, sending Team Gray to their first power play of the night. A power play goal in the first period by Team Black, so Team Gray looking to answer here in the next 2 minutes at the 18:37 mark of the first period. Face-off coming up on the near hand side of the ice. Prenislow bending down to take the draw. Able to win that one back is Team Black in their own zone and sent it over the red line towards center ice. Bourget drop pass to Boydall. Boydall into the offensive zone on the far hand side. The defenseman leading the rush to the shot, but a glove save. Flashing the leather there is Taylor Clark, showing the glove skills to get the save and to cover it up and get the whistle. Still 1:44 of power play time here. Face-off coming up on the far hand side of the ice. Blocker hand side of Taylor Clark. Once again, Prenislow out to take the draw for the power play for Team Gray. Wins it back cleanly. Bourget, he'll spin it down into the far corner. Rouse the first one there to pick it up. He'll look back towards the blue line, cycle it down to the goal line. Medved goes left post to right post, looking for Prenislow. Prenislow out towards Boydall, back towards Prenislow, driving the net now. Has a lane, shoots it into the chest, now tucks it into the back of the net for a goal. Power play goal to tie this game up. Team Gray has made this 1-1 with Kingston Prenislow getting his own rebound and tucking it into the back of the net. This semifinal game is all tied up with 17:57 to go in the second period. Kingston Brennislow from right here in Vernon, local, gets that goal, his first of the weekend, to get Team Gray back tied up in this contest. The ensuing face-off, won back by Team Gray, thrown away, but now returned back on the tape of She. He'll go D to Adkins, throws it up, trying to take over Bryant into the offensive zone, pulls back, takes a shot, loose rebound, another shot into the back of the net. Back-to-back goals for Team Gray as they now take the lead early in this first period. Another rebound goal. This time it was who found the rebound and put it into the back of the net. Ethan Tang gets on the board his fourth goal of the weekend, first here in the semifinal. Just like that, a 1-0 lead turns into a 2-1 lead for Team Gray, flipping the scripts. 17:40 to go in this first period. Reset at the face-off dot. After that, miscue on a face-off after the goal by Ethan Tang to make it 2-1 for Team Gray. Still 17:39 to go in this second period. Face-off won back by Team Gray. She backtracking to grab it. He'll skate behind his own net. Now look up. Adkins has that one, sneak by him into the neutral zone. Trying to push forward is Bryant and Davis, unable to get that one through. She once again chips it down the length of the ice. It will be enough for icing if it goes, and no, they're going to wave off the icing, so play will continue here deep in Team Black territory. Both teams jostling for it. Chasing it from behind is Evans to try to get that one out, throwing it back behind his net for Hughes. Hughes looking up ice, gets pressure from behind, gets around Bryant though. Hughes still looking to get that one out of his own territory. Up safely towards Fugoklu, stretch pass, finds Podolin into the offensive zone. TJ Podolin slides it over for Zhang, but intercepted by She with numbers. Team Gray trying to enter the offensive zone. She will carry it, still have possession. Banging bodies on the far hand side as Bryant now grabs a loose puck, throws it to the blue line. Adkins keeps it into Davis, makes a move around Zhang, but right there to grab it is Bragg. Trent Lance has that lost in his feet, now turns back into the offensive zone for Team Gray, stripped away by Fugoklu, who works it up to Zhang, just out of his reach, had a 2-on-1. If that pass would have been successful, Zeman back into his own zone. Got delayed offside and a whistle sound. So offside is the call here against Team Gray. So a neutral zone face-off. Coming up here just outside of Team Black territory. Back-to-back goals here for Ethan Tang and Kingston Brennislow. Face-off won back by Team Gray, sent down the length of the ice. Back to get it is Bragg for Team Black. Gets it over to Zeman successfully. Now looking up. Couldn't get around Colby Bolts. As that one's still stuck in Team Black territory now. Out to the blue line. Right there, Drulis able to keep it in as well. Lost in the equipment on the far hand side. Boards as Trentelance has to work back into the neutral zone. Trying to pull it to his forehand. Right there is Bliss who takes over. Bliss pushes it back towards the net. Bragg up the far side boards, his near hand side. As it now gets onto the tape of Avery Bliss into the offensive zone, pushing out to the right. On the backhand centering pass, looking for Croy, unable to find that pass connection as Team Gray back out the other way, trying to shovel through right down the middle. Trentelance takes a shot into the back of the net, beating the glove hand side of Clark, and a 3-1 lead now here in favor of Team Gray. Came into this period down 1, now up by 2. 3-1 is the score as Stefano Trentelance extends the lead. That would be his 6th of the weekend, first of this semifinal game, as it is now a 3-1 lead in favor of Team Gray. ensuing face-off after that third goal. One back by Team Black and a quick offside as Rouse was over the blue line, then touches it, trying to come back. So offside, neutral zone face-off, 3-1 is the score here, thanks to Stefano Tredelance, his 6th goal of the weekend so far. Entering the offensive zone is Medved, unable to go any further. Bourget able to keep that one in as they get pushed down low. Back to the neutral zone, Boydall works up into the offensive zone, taking a shot. That's off the netting and out of play thanks to a block shot in front. 14:47 to go here in the first period, and now a 3-1 hockey game for Tredelance. That gives him the weekend lead in goals with 6 so far. Face off, far hand side of the offensive zone for Team Grey, defensive for Team Black. Team Black needing to get momentum down ice, but it stays in the offensive zone for Bryant, finding the stick of Podolin. TJ Podolin working into the offensive zone, trying to chip out around of Bourget. Hit thrown by Zhang is out of the blue line, and 2-on-1 rush for Team Grey. Far hand side, snapping a shot, just getting a piece of it is Clark as it goes into the corner. Still in possession, Boydall down low, finding the end boards to Bryant. Davis right there to help out as well, comes towards the front of the net. Evans has to collect it and store back behind his own net, getting pressured by Tang. Pass up towards Vergoklu, turnover, Tang with a shot, but good stick work there by Evans to push that into the corner and block it off. Podolin trying to take on 3 Grey members in front of him, but unable to do so. Zhang there to help out. Vergoklu grabbing the loose puck as well, now getting it out to the blue line, taking over by Bryant. He'll leave it off for Boydall. Boydall, he'll protect the puck away from the pressure of Zhang, throws it into the far left corner. First one there is Davis. He's trying to spin around of Hughes. Davis still trying to drive into the corner. Hughes hammers into the boards. Bolts comes away with it. Colby Bolts spinning around traffic, gets it to Tredelance. He'll switch places and drive behind the net. He gets hit into the boards by Zhang. As back out the other way goes Team Black. Podolin into the offensive zone, getting around Adkins, trying to get around Shee as well, but cannot get around both. As that one's to the blue line, sent back down deep. Zhang picks it up, shoots it, and off the bar and not into the back of the net. Kosher dove back and kept that one out. Huge save to keep that out of the net. It was back off his back and onto the goal line, but diving back to make the save was Kosher to keep his team in the 3-1 lead. Face-off coming to the glove hand side of Kosher now in Grey territory. This is the offensive face-off that Team Black needs to try to grab some momentum after allowing 3 straight quick goals by Team Grey. Face-off one back in their own defensive zone. Zeman steps up though and keeps it deep, trying to go over to the far-hand side. Hesselgrave gets there first for Team Black, has that knocked off his stick. Still pressuring in the far-hand side. Bliss now switching forecheck. She comes away with it on the near-hand side. Trying to drive into the neutral zone, taken down, no call on the play as Zeman grabs it on the backhand. Drulis nearly takes over with an offensive zone turnover. Still pressuring, Drulis does come away with it off the backhand. Looks like a head save by Taylor Clark. And now here comes Avery Bliss for Team Black up towards Croy. Croy cutting out wide, takes a shot into the glove, and then swallowed up from Kosher for the whistle. 12:20 to go in this second period in a 3-1 lead for Team Grey thanks to 3 quick goals in this second period. Face-off coming on the near-hand side of the ice here at the UMH-68 weekend in Vernon. Darlow with the shot. That one's shot on, that one's blocked in front. Austin able to get the rebound. Circles back to the blue line, back down low. Austin connects that one with Song. It still loose in front, sliding over in position. Didn't have to make the save as his teammates bailed him out. It's down low. Darlow trying to throw it towards the slot. Unable to get it there as that one sent back down as Sung has to return into his own territory and now try to make a play up ice. Prenislow takes that one away and drives it to the right wing, throws it on net, still loose in front, but that one's a glove save and held on to by Clark for the whistle. Offensive zone turnovers have been key here for Team Grey in this semifinal. Team Black needs to grab momentum coming down ice. Down by 2 here with 11:45 to go in the second period. Fugoklu, he'll chip that one down into the neutral zone. Sung having it on his offhand, now throws it along the board, stepping up Fugoklu into the offensive zone, trying to get a step on Manhas, but a poke check on by Manhas, 6'1" defenseman here in this tournament, using his reach. As that puck's pushed behind the net, Manhas now pushing back over to the far hand side, connecting. Medved tips it up forward. Prenislow, he's got a goal in this game. He'll push that, continuing for Rouse, but can't quite keep up to that rolling puck down ice. As it gets to the blue line, Davis keeps it in, but they're gonna say too many men against Team Grey, as that puck was stuck right by the bench as they were trying to change. 11:03 to go as Medved will go to the penalty box. Too many men call against Team Grey. So to the power play goes Team Black, down by 2. This is a massive 2 minutes in this game for this squad in the offensive zone with 11 minutes to go in this middle frame. Face off, one back by Team Black on the power play, but right there to pull out his ways through is Davis. We'll throw it out of play, so face off coming up just in the neutral zone as they're gonna argue where that puck is gonna be dropped. Team Black wants it in the offensive zone. Team Grey wants it in the neutral zone. It looks like it will be in the neutral zone here for this 3-1 game. 7 seconds gone in the power play. Face off, one off to the side. Both teams battling at the blue line. Back out with it is Team Black. Evans at the blue line, goes right down the middle, connects with Podolin. He'll enter into the offensive zone, trying to get around to Bourget. Bourget takes him down with a hit as Evans has got to pick it up at the red line and wait for his team to come onside. Delayed offside. Bliss takes over. Now enters over the blue line. Avery Bliss leaves it for Podolin. Can't make a move at the blue line, entering the zone as that one's poked down the length of the ice on a short-handed little break here, causing some havoc as Tang as that one's pushed over the logo. Bliss couldn't get there first. Davis now in the neutral zone, hammers that one down the length of the ice. Great kill so far here by Team Grey. Team Black on the power play, looking to move up ice, gonna start their rush with Evans. Evans over the logo, into the offensive zone, drop it off to Podolin. Podolin trying to cut towards the net, he gets tied up. Bliss now picks it up over to Zhang. Zhang down low into the corner to Bliss, looking back to the blue line. Zhang at the half boards, he'll try to rotate it back down towards the corner. Podolin now stepping up on the far side boards. He'll try cut towards the slot, gets it over to Zhang, has a shooting lane and takes it just wide of the net. Hitting the pocket of the blue line is Bragg. Down low, Bliss picks it up behind the net. Faking one way, moving back to the far side post. Podolin with the shot, but a shoulder save by Kosher as that one's now lifted down the ice. Another clear here by Team Grey with 10 seconds to go on the power play. And icing is the call against Team Black. So with 7 seconds on the man advantage, it is going to be an offensive zone face-off shorthanded for Team Grey until Medved will come out of the box. Into the far hand side of the ice. 5-on-4 for another 7 seconds. Face-off drop, shot on right off the dot, but taken away by Zeman. Works it up quickly to Croy. Croy into the offensive zone. Hesselgrave over the blue line, cuts out deep. We're back to 5-on-5, even strength. Unsuccessful power play by Team Black. Successful penalty kill by Team Gray. Zeman up the far hand side, shoots it wide of the net. Kept in by Bragg, who unleashes a shot. Watch out, couple players ducking out of the way. So it goes high over top of the net. 8:40 left in this second period. Puck goes to the far side half-board. Bringing it around, nearly getting free is Hesselgrave with the shot, missing the bottom corner. Another shot on, rebound to Hesselgrave, but active stick by Manhas, just able to get a piece of it, enough to get it out from harm's way. Puck gets angled back down low. Drulis picks it up, trying to chip that one forward, unable to do so as that gets to the blue line. And out towards Trenolans, out on a break into the offensive zone. Trenolans cuts out wide, now drives it, centering feed, no one there. Got stirred away by Bragg. Stepping up Zeman from the point. He'll take a rush in for Team Black, gets around one defender. Gets kind of tied up as he'll try to get a clean pass to this left side corner. 7:50 to go in this second period. 3-1 lead for Team Gray, and a stretch pass up to Trenolans. Gets a piece of it, so no icing, but was wide open behind the defenseman. As now a stretch pass the other way for Team Black for Goklu. He'll come up on this near hand side, try to race up to the puck. Has a centering feed to Hesselgrave, but wasn't quite able to pass that one on. 7:22 to the blue line. Shooting it on his Bragg, blocked in front into the corner. Prenislow, first one there to pick it up. Now turning up ice. He'll cut over the logo, right down Main Street. Trying to split the defenseman, keep going with momentum. Before that's taken away at the end board. Sung turnover, wraparound chance. Rebound still loose in front. Trying to slew in Rouse, nearly extending the lead. Team Black trying to get this one out of the zone. Sung to the near side half boards. That one's unable to get shipped forward as it's stuck in the corner. Sung now chasing the blue line. Kept in by Medved. Pushed forward, Bragg. Push that one forward, continuing momentum for Goklu for Team Black. Trying to cut towards the front of the net. Loose puck. Austin with the shot. That goes wide. Goes to the blue line now. Darlow with the shot blocked in front off the stick of Medved. Driving the far side post. Out front, still loose scramble. Austin another shot, but blocked in front. As Team Gray tries to get that one out into the neutral zone. Fired back in. Kosher letting his defenseman Bodal able to grab that one into the corner. Turnover, Podolin with the shot. That one off a bar. Now trying to recuperate to a front of the net. Another shot on rebound. Sharp angle. That one's off the shoulder. Team Black control of the puck. Podolin down low towards Zhang, looking for a give and go, and finds one tipped on, but getting a piece of the blocker was Kosher. 5:45 to go here. Team Black with some good offensive momentum, down by 2. Able to hold the line, Zhang. Finding down low, trying to connect with Bliss. Unable to do so at the line still. Looking for a point pass. Darlow unable to connect with one. Pinned up in the left corner. Out at the half board, still battling away. Puck comes out free for Team Gray. Down the length of the ice. They're going to wave off the icing, his first one there. Negating the icing out to Davis with a tip-in chance. Unable to find it. But the effort from Team Gray to negate that icing. As Team Black now's got to start up in their own zone. Spin around pass. Return feed to Podolin into the offensive zone. Cut towards the middle. Take a shot. Well falling. Kick save. Into the near side boards by Kosher. Wrapped around the end boards. Podolin able to grab that one back again. Him and Hughes right there to keep it in, driving around, wraparound chance, but slamming the door shut. Kosher, Evan picks it up, takes a shot, looking for a tip in front, unable to get a stick on it, was Zhang. Now Podolin and Shi battle at the end boards, push to the far corner this time. Able to get there with an aggressive pinch was Hughes. Now needing to cycle through, out the other way. Adkins will lead a rush up, connecting with Bryant into the offensive zone, hammers the brakes. Helping out is Davis up the far side boards. Has his pocket picked. Now Tang's trying to back his way up into the pile and trying to break that one free. Davis still stuck with Evans in that corner. 4 minutes to play here in the second period. Tang looking for Bryant all alone up front, still loose. kick save by Clark. Now his rebound goes to the end board, alleviating a little bit of pressure as out the other way. Hesselgrave makes a move around one Gray member, now out on a rush. Down the length of the ice, Hesselgrave unable to stay onside. A little bobble of the puck right before entering the offensive zone. Causes Team Black to go offside. Face off into the neutral zone, 3:46 to go in this second period. In a 3-1 Team Gray lead. And that's a broken stick from Croy. Bending down to take the draw and just snaps even without a shot. So unfortunate break there for Croy, even more unfortunate for the parents. 3:45 here left in the second period. Face off, one back in the neutral zone by Team Black, entering the offensive zone. Shot on by Hesselgrave. Over top of the net, into the near side corner. Going down low, unable to find anyone as that one's battled on. Picking up the puck is Brum. Brum looks cross ice, nearly having a backdoor pass. Trenelance now picks up. Stefano Trenelance has that one knocked off his stick as it's lost in the neutral zone. Bolts coming right down the middle, gets overtaken by Zeman. Trenelance picks it up. Neutral zone play for both teams, just going back and forth. Someone trying to find consistent pressure. On the far hand side, picking up an offensive zone turnover. Brum on the backhand, throws it towards the net, up in the air, blocker save, and then sent to the blue line. Kept in, Bragg a shot, blocked in front by Drulis. As now Joyce has got to be the first one there to get it behind the net to Manhas. Manhas goes over far hand side, trying to get around Hostin. Stretch pass down the middle, couple tips on, so Bragg slows it down over to Brum. Trying to continue momentum up the near side, boards of him, and Hostins picks up a loose puck. Hostin into the offensive zone, shoots it on a kick save into the corner by Kosher. As now Joyce will stir behind his own net, look up ice, and will continue moving. He's got open ice to work with, and not a clean pass option is Sung. Able to track him down. Great defensive play there by Michael Sung. Into the offensive zone with the puck, with the shot for Goklu. Still loose in front, rebound, unable to get it. Crashing a little bit too hard were the wingers in Sung and Croy. So it stays a 3-1 game in favor of Team Gray with 3 second period goals, all unanswered so far, to remain in the lead by 2 goals. 2 minutes exactly on the clock to go here in this second period. Face off. One back by Team Gray in their own territory. Now looking to chip that out. Get that by the defenseman. Filling in was Sung. Darlow over to the far hand side. Up towards Sung. That one's chipped by. No icing. Sang was tipped on. Croy on the chase, Bodal, he'll eat a hit and continue his momentum up the far hand side. Puck comes to the near hand side. Rouse right there to wait for it. Kept in by Tang at the blue line. Sent back down left corner to right corner. Sung, first one there. He'll eat a hit by Bodal and another contact by Prenaslow. As that puck is chipped out to the blue line. Shot on from distance into the chest and covered up by Kosher. Shot on by Darlow, does not get Twine. As Kosher able to fight through traffic to make that save. 1:16 left in the second period. Face off coming to the far hand side of the ice. Reset at the face-off dot, switching centerman. Podolin able to win that one back. Darlow looking quickly to Zhang, but that one's cut off quickly by Adkins. Now a stretch pass up on the near hand side. Tang cutting across the slot and has that one just roll off the end of the stick as Darlow takes over behind the net. Stepping up, Bliss gets hit into the board, still battling for it. Coming down out of the pile with the puck is Tang. Behind the net, Team Gray takes over, offensive zone turnover, 40 seconds to go in this second period. Bryant still working the offensive zone, gets down low and go for another loop as he circles the offensive territory. She with the shot. That one goes wide of the net. Bryant down low, finds Davis, rings it back out to the blue line to She. 30 seconds to go here in this second period. Bryant able to keep it in. Not for long. Darlow does take over. Backhand up towards Podolin into the offensive zone. 15 seconds. Podolin cutting towards the middle. Gets around Atkins. Can't get by She. Shot on from a sharp angle. That one off the side of the net. 10 seconds to go. Team Black holds it in. Evans with a shot. Podolin on the rebound. Backdoor to Zhang. Gets it into the back of the net. Couple rebounds with a sprawled out goalie. And Mar Zhang is able to capitalize with 2 seconds remaining in the period to cut into the lead, make it 3-2 still. For Team Gray with Mar Zhang getting his second of the game, 6th of the tournament. 2.4 seconds remain in the second period. And just enough time for Mar Zhang to cut into the lead and make it 3-2. Heading into the third period of play here in the semifinal game, Team Black versus Team Gray. This period saw both teams find the back of the net in a back and forth effort here. 3-2 is the score. 3 unanswered goals answered by a last second goal, and I mean last second with 2 seconds left in the frame. Mar Zhang finds the back of the net to cut into the lead, heading into the final 20 minutes of play here in the first semifinal game. Let's look at a second period summary. Here it started off with a penalty for Isaac Zeman, a hooking call, and a goal on the power play by Kingston Prenislow to get Team Gray on the board, assisted by Jack Boydall and Easton Medved. And then after another goal just 10 seconds later by Ethan Tang, assisted by Lance Bryant. Another goal to make it 3-1. 3 unanswered goals. This one was by Stefano Trendelance, assisted by Colby Bolt and Austin Joyce. Then a penalty by Easton Medved for too many men on the ice for Team Gray before in the final 2 seconds, Mar Zhang gets into the lead with his 6th of the weekend, assisted by TJ Podolin and Ethan Evans to make this a 3-2 game heading into the third period of play. Takes us to our sponsors for the weekend, starting off with BioSteel. Between hockey practices, tournaments, and road trips, staying hydrated is a must. And now it's easier than ever with the BioSteel Variety Pack at Costco Canada. 24 bottles, 3 top flavors, and 0 sugar. It's a no-brainer for hockey families. Stock the garage fridge, keep the kids game ready, and feel good about what they're drinking. BioSteel. Iron Ghost Construction, recognized as a top contractor in multiple industries such as oil and gas, forestry, and agriculture. From building turnkey production facilities that produce canola oil, biodiesel, condensate, and oil to keeping up with the industry changes in forestry where new technology and equipment are replacing that of the past. Iron Ghost specializes in the main structures with a large employment of iron workers, crane operators, and millwrights. Iron Ghost has successfully completed projects in BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. Iron Ghost Construction. Up next is Elite Prospects for youth hockey players. Elite Prospects is your very own online showcase to highlight your achievements and help secure future playing opportunities. Coaches, scouts, and schools at every level of the game consider Elite Prospects their one-stop shop to discover future stars. That's almost what I use exclusively. Great program, so thank you to the support from Elite Prospects. Up My Hockey is providing scholarships to players attending the weekend. Up My Hockey is proud to support the next generation of athletes by awarding the Sidney Crosby Award with recipients with scholarships for mindset coaching with former NHLer Jason Podolin. Build confidence, strengthen your mindset, take your game to the next level, change your thinking, change your game with Up My Hockey. Also, Up My Hockey podcast with Jason Podolin, the podcast for players chasing their full potential. From mindset to performance, this is your go-to source for unlocking the next level in your game. Grow your mindset, grow your game. Listen now and explore mindset coaching at upmyhockey.com. Up My Hockey, because the mental game matters. Once again, that's upmyhockey.com. Next up is A-Cane Hockey. They're providing the prize pack to the Sidney Crosby Award winner that I just mentioned a minute ago. That award is chosen by the coaches here of the 4 teams over the weekend of this tournament. Dominate the ice with performance-driven, cut-resistant gear built for elite players. Stay dry, stay sharp, and feel every stride with our innovative base layers and Blade Pro Skate socks. The most comfortable cut-resistant socks in the game. Unmatched protection, ultimate comfort, zero compromise. And a huge thank you to A-Cane for hooking up our UMH-68 All-Star team with elite level gear. Gear up, perform better, A-Cane. So A-Cane Hockey, Up My Hockey Podcast, Up My Hockey, Elite Prospects, Iron Ghost Construction, BioSteel. So players are getting nutrition supplied, Cliff Bars, bananas, and apples by Nature's Fair Markets. If it's good for you, we've got it. They're providing all the food here for the tournament. That's Nature's Fair Markets. Once again, big thank you to all the sponsors for this weekend of hockey in Vernon, the UMH-68 Invitational at Cal Tire Place in Vernon. As we are 3-2 heading into the third period, I'm now joined here. First off, what's your name and what's your connection here to the tournament?
My name is Vernon Service. I played in this tournament 2 years ago and had a great experience from it. Learned a lot.
So what's the difference between playing and watching? Like, what can you get from watching the game that will help your game?
Just watching it, you just know what's going on, what to say, what's just going on the bench, the feelings, the emotions. So it's better to understand.
How can you kind of control those feelings and emotions like you just mentioned? Like, this is a semifinal game. I'm sure you've been in games similar to this intensity. How can you control those feelings and emotions?
Honestly, just really just toning your body down, really just like feeling what's going on around you, and yeah, that's about it.
So what is that the advice you're giving to your kind of team, the younger players, is kind of just slowing things down, or what message do you give to them?
Yeah, just slow it down, cherish this moment, cherish this experience, and just really take in the talent around you.
So back when you played, 2 years ago you said, do you have a highlight that sticks out like from this weekend?
Yeah, just a goal, just nice shot from the point. You know, that's all you need really.
And how important is this tournament this weekend for your career moving forward? The professionalism, the reps, how important is this weekend moving forward?
You know, it's just nice to, experience this and just what could happen in the future with my career.
When you were asked to be an ambassador, to come back to help out the younger generation, was it an easy yes for you? Like, how much of an honor is it to be here helping?
Yeah, it was a very easy yes. Just thought I would take this opportunity as a way to experience something different. Get a little taste of something different.
And does it make it even better being with your brother here, and you can both help and kind of teach?
Yeah, it's great. We share a lot of the same features. It's just nice just to spend this moment with him.
And then heading into the third period here, what message are you going to give to your team in the semifinal game?
We just got that goal, momentum shifter. Just keep building off it and hopefully score some more goals off that.
Perfect. Thank you for joining me, and good luck the rest.
Why I think these players are drawn to events like this, and sometimes drawn to me and my message, is because I've been in their skates before. I truly have. I've been that player that wants to play at the highest level. I've won the gold medal. I've been drafted to the NHL. I've played games in the NHL, but I think where my story stops, I want these guys' stories to continue. I played 41 games in the NHL, which is phenomenal, and I'm super proud of that, but I wanted it to be more. And now looking back on what my career was, I know that there's intangibles there that I wasn't taking advantage of. And now to be able to use that experience, that first-hand knowledge, not only from my on-my-ice knowledge and perspective, but now the off-ice awareness of what I was missing, to provide that whole package to these players to help them on their own journeys is something that's really inspiring to me. touch points that a lot of these tournaments aren't doing is really putting the player first. And that was the one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to be a player first experience, a top level player first experience. Give them something that's not only going to make them better on the ice, but make them better off the ice, and allow them to leave this tournament not just with, hey, I got some goals and I got some assists, but with some powerful messaging that's going to help them moving forward. So better humans, I say, make better hockey players, and that's really a message that was driven home really clearly from the scouts, from the coaches, from myself, and what my hockey is, and that's the truth of it. And that's the thing, that the players, the quicker they understand that, not only are they better adapted in their own communities, but they are going to have much longer careers and much better chance of making it. In our own way at the U15 level, I made that dressing room experience be something special for these players. They walked in and we used the sponsors that were available, like BioSteel and like Nature's Fair, the organic grocer here, and some of these places that wanted these players to have this experience, and tape was available for them. You know, bananas, oranges, apples were there, unlimited BioSteel, sweat towels. You know, like the small details that doesn't maybe seem like much, but the devil is in the details, and the players notice that, and the jerseys are hung, and the nameplates are on there, and made them feel like pros.
Welcome back to the semifinal UMH-68 Invitational, heading into the third period of play. between Team Black and Team Gray. Team Gray, slim 3-2 lead heading into the final 20 minutes of play here from Cal Tire Place in Vernon. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this weekend of fun at the UMH-68. Both teams back onto the ice, getting ready to get this one started. 3-2 is the lead for Team Gray. Right now, Stefano Trenelands with a goal, Ethan Tang with a goal, and Kingston Prenislow with a goal. On the other side for Team Black, Marsang has both for this 3-2 game. Each team with a power play goal in this contest as well, as we're underway. Back in action in this third period. Going from right to left is Team Gray. Team Black from left to right as the puck's deep in Gray territory in the right corner. Trying to be dug free, out with it. And now back into a pile as neither team's able to grab solid control as it's working its way into the right corner yet again, back out to the point. Cycled back down low. One-timer into the slot. Puck comes free to Sung, but he just cannot quite find that corner as Team Black in possession of the puck. Works around, his stop up on the break. Taking over that puck is Joyce, throwing it behind the net. Manhas takes the long way around as Sung now trying to leave it down deeper below the goal line. Bolts chips out away for Trenelands. 3-on-2 up towards Drulis into the offensive zone now. Drulis with a shot. That one's deflected off a leg and wide of the net. Back out the other way comes Team Black, streaking down the left wing, taking a shot, tipping off the tip of the glove of Kosher, as that one is now kept in possession. Zhang up towards Hostin off the tip of the stick, so she's got to step up, trying to pressure Zeman off the puck. Trenelands has stick lifted and taken over. Atkins takes it in this near side corner. Team Gray throwing it up, turnover. Podolin making a move, taking a shot, kick save over, and then cleared down the length of the ice by Trenelands. It will be enough for icing. So face-off coming in the defensive zone for Team Gray, offensive for Team Black in a 3-2 Team Gray lead. There with just over a minute and a half gone in this third period, final 20 underway in this first semifinal game. It's the 1 seed versus the 4 seed, and we're locked in a 3-2 battle as she comes away with the puck up towards Davis. Down the left wing, entering the offensive zone, dragging a foot is Bryant. Shot on in and out of the glove of Clark as puck in the far-hand side. Rouse trying to battle for it. Still both teams digging away at the end boards. Pile shifts towards the left corner. Out with it, Bragg pushes it to the blue line. Atkins able to keep it in momentarily, but now pushed out by Podolin. Hustling back to keep that one out. Davis now, he'll launch that one down. Trying to beat out the icing is Bryant, and will beat out the icing, so play will continue. Are then sent down the length of the ice the other way, unable to beat out that icing, so Black takes that icing call, coming down into a defensive zone face-off for them, down by 1 goal, 3-2, heading into the final 17:30 of this third period. After this game, we have red versus blue taking place. Final game, 2 games of the night here on day 2 of the UMH-68 weekend in Vernon. Team Black wheeling into the offensive zone. You got Tang drop pass to the blue line. That one's unable to connect on a pass, so Darlow's got to backtrack and get it back up towards Crow. Croft has that one turned over. Rouse now stepping up, looking for a poke check chip, unable to find it. Medved helping out and getting it to the end boards, where Tang will be the first one there, slowing things down, delayed offside. But now Boydall has an offside call, stepping up, thought his team was good, but offside is the call. Another neutral zone face-off just outside of Black territory. It's going to be in front of the penalty box as both teams make line changes. Face-off push forward by Team Black, but Colby Bolts comes away with it. Poke check up by Borgetz. to the end. No icing, first one there. Making a move is Hughes, up towards Austin. That one kept in at the blue line, sent deep into the left corner. Trying to get sent up out the near side boards. Now Sung on the break, getting a step on the defenseman. Sung getting pushed off the puck, retreats, recovers, throws it out front. Couldn't get a stick down, was Austin. Fogluclo able to get pushed off the puck, kept in at the blue line, shot on wide of the net. Rebound coming out to the blue line again. Hughes stepping up with a pinch, works out cleanly as Team Black stays in possession. Fogluclo looking to get it up toward Austin, still battling in this near side corner for the puck. Looking back towards the blue line. Bolts trying to chip it around, unable to get by as that one's kept in. Offensive possession for Team Black. Bourget grabs it in the corner, but Zhang takes over as the offensive pressure remains for Team Black as Zhang rings it around the end boards. Turnaround shot, sharp angle, Bodal right there to stir that one away and block it as Trentalance now leads a rush up, looking for Drulis. No icing as Bragg is back to recover on the near hand side of the ice. Team Black able to work their way out, but Joyce right there hammers it onto a body as now Tang with speed into the offensive zone, takes a shot, but fans on it. Davis gets the loose puck, connects that one into the corner. Back corner to corner around the end boards. Bliss leaves it off for Evans. Evans chips it by for Bragg. Bragg looking up ice. Pops that forward to Zhang, but that one's a turnover into the offensive zone. Staying on as Manhas with a shot. That one's deflected over top of the net. Tang leaves it to Joyce now. Another quick shot blocked in front. I think that was off one of his own teammates in Davis. As now Podolin into the offensive zone. Has Zhang with him. Leaves it for a drop pass for Bliss. Bliss gets shoveled off the puck as that one's loose as Manhas tries to chip it to himself at the end boards. Turnover, Podolin on the right wing. He'll cut back towards Joyce, get it down to Zhang. Looking for a centering feed, nothing happening. Manhas covering the net quite well as Zeman has a shot from the point, blocked in front. Tang gets it out, now a foot race down. Bragg's got a step of a head start and he'll get there first and go behind the net to the blue line. Podolin off his stick, Medved will just angle it back down in towards offensive territory for a couple seconds off the clock. 14-10 to go here in this third period. Still a 3-2 lead for Team Gray, who carry the puck into the offensive zone. Joyce with a shot behind. And then to the end boards, getting a piece of the blocker on it was Taylor Clark. Loose puck in no man's land, skating up with it is Zeman over into the offensive zone, trying to make a move. That one gets pushed away. Prenislow almost the first one there, but teammates coming to help out. Medved, backdoor pass to Rouse with a shot, but great save by Clark, getting a shoulder on it to the end boards. Floated towards the net as well, and Clark collapses on it to cover it up for a whistle. Here with 13 and a half to play in this third period. Semi-final game between Team Gray and Team Black at the UMH-68 weekend in Vernon, BC. Zach Stewart on the call with you throughout this weekend. One more game tonight, 2 tomorrow in the third place game and then the first place game as that puck gets sent down the length of the ice. That one's chipped off, left off towards Trentalance. Yellow helmet of Atkins to yellow helmet Trentalance up towards Drulis now into the offensive zone, trying to find a cross-ice pass to Bolt, who does get up to the puck, but couldn't contain possession. Austin, stretch ice over towards Fogluclo, trying to get a step on Atkins, does, driving the net, now behind the net, needing to pull it to the backhand, to the blue line. Tang with it, goes back down low, trying to make a move around Bolts, able to get around Bolts, but not around Shi. As Tang gets it back down low, Austin, a one-timer in the slot, just couldn't quite connect his stick on it as it's off to the near side half boards. Gray chips that one down the ice. Trentalance hard on the attack, able to get there first. Line mates changing, so Trentalance has to try to kill some time and wait for a new line out. Bryant gets it down below the goal line. Turnaround shot Had an open pass to Davis, but tried to get it short side instead. As that one's behind the net. Davis working into the corner now, looking to the blue line, returns back, sharp angle shot again. Just getting a piece of the shoulder on it was Clark, as Bodal has a point shot blocked in front, hammering that one through the crease. Was Tang on the far hand side. Sung gets it in the corner, trying to start a rush up for his team. Team Black needing to get out of their own territory. Still hemmed in with possession though, as now Austin comes away with it. Bourget steps up and keeps it in at the blue line, trying to go inside out. He stays in possession for Team Gray. Angles that one down to the goal line. Bryant behind the net to Tang. Return feed to Bryant, but that one served out by Fugoklu. That was who comes up, trying to ground around Bourget. Now 2-on-1 rush into the offensive zone with the shot and a save with the glove by Kosher. Great save to keep his team in the 1-goal lead. 3-2 is the score in favor of Team Gray. Face-off coming in front of Kosher, who's getting some high fives and some love by his teammates. Here with 11:20 to go in the third period. Face-off, one back by Team Black. Podolin trying to drive his way into the corner, still in possession of the puck, gets hit off, but Avery Bliss comes away with it. Bliss driving back down low, gets it to Podolin. Heel gets pushed off the puck again as Team Gray trying to get it out, but Evans holds the blue line, takes a shot on. Loose in front, Joyce, stretch pass right down the middle onto the tape of Rouse. On a breakaway to the backhand and a big save by Clark. Rouse got to the backhand, but sticking with it was Clark to pull out the glove and knock it down. Keeping his team in this game, a 1-goal game, 3-2. Still the score here, thanks to Taylor Clark. From Victoria, playing with the Victoria Racket Club Minor Hockey. Face off, one back behind Clark. Sneaks off into the corner. Back with it is Team Black, trying to work up on the far hand side. Picking up pace, connecting with Zhang. Down the middle, over to Podolin. Drop pass on. Backdoor, looking for a shot on net, looking for some sort of tip in. Bliss able to re-pick up the puck in the corner. Hammering on the brakes, gets down low, throws it in front as that one's cleared in front by Joyce. Rouse on the break again. Just had that breakaway opportunity that could not connect on, as Clark will cover this up off the end boards and just slow things down for his team. Give a good look, a new fresh line for both sides. Coming out onto the ice for Team Black, it is Hesselgrave, Croy, and Brum. For Team Gray, it is Tang, Bolt, and Trentalance. Reset at the faceoff dot, trying to tell everyone to push back. Reset, do it again to the far hand side of the ice of this first semifinal game between Team Black and Team Gray. 3-2 is the score. 3 goals in the second period for Team Gray to give them the lead. Adkins over towards Trentalance, trying to make a move. Now throwing it on net, just missing. Out wide as Adkins could not get there to hold the line. Had to go from one side of the point to the other. And now throwing away blindly. It works out as she comes over to help. Stretch pass up towards Tang. 2-on-1 rush. Tang and Bolts throwing it on net. Electing to shoot it was Tang, and good blocker chest save there by Taylor Clark in net as she steps up, gets it down low, looking for Bolts up on her feet. Now driving the net, unable to pull the trigger was Trentalance, and out the other way goes Team Black. Over the red line, over the blue goes Croy. As he'll go for a line change now. Puck behind the end boards of Gray territory. Pushed forward. Bolts on a rush, has Tang with her on the forehand side, driving the net to the backhand, trying to quickly shovel it forehand, but that one sent off. Pad save by Clark yet again. Here in this third period, Tang able to keep the blue line for Team Gray, send it wrapping around, letting his line go for a change. 9 minutes to go in this third period. Hesselgrave behind the back of the net. Brum now trying to lead it up, tap forward to Hostin. Hostin into the offensive zone all alone, doesn't have a trailer, going for a line change, but Hostin doesn't need one with a nifty move within a shot, but getting a piece of the shoulder on it was Kosher. As now stepping up on the near hand side, Darlow has that one almost taken off his stick by Davis, but Darlow working far hand side towards Hostin. Hostin has it still lost in his body, turnover, swiping that one forward on a break. Bryant with an opportunity, but active poke check coming out of the crease was Clark to get that one into the corner at the blue line. Able to get that one back down deep as Boydall. Boards battle in the near side half boards, chipped behind the net. Sung trying to be there first, chips it forward toward Hostin into his body, rolls out now, cross ice pass, stepping up is Fugloklu to get the puck, chips it away from Boydall, still loose in front. Him and Sung could not quite get their stick on it as Team Gray flips that back down the other way. Bryant trying to make a move, gets around one, but could not get around Darlow. It's a big bump into the boards, down on the ice. Is Bryant slow to get to his feet as Team Gray has it in the offensive zone. Joyce has his pocket pick, but able to hold into the blue line. Tang centering feed as Bryant comes to the bench. As his line mates now come for a change as well. Out of the other way, Team Black into the offensive zone. Sung with the shot off the tip of the glove of Kosher. Gets enough of it to keep this one out and keep his team in the 3-2 lead. Centering pass up towards Tang. Into the offensive zone, snaps it on, rebound at Brennislow, but onto the offhand, could not quite get it onto the net. 3-2 is the score still for Team Gray. Podolin right down the middle. Bliss looking for a drop pass to Zhang, knocked off her stick. Bliss leaves it to the blue line. Evans shoots it on, floats over top of the net. Stepping up Hughes, an aggressive pinch on the near side blue line. Able to work out successfully. Zhang has it over to Podolin. Looking back towards Zhang. Poke check off by Manhas. Another stretch pass up towards Rouse. Unable to connect this time is Evans. Great back check to not allow a second breakaway to Spencer Rouse in this contest. Sutter Rouse, sorry, into the offensive zone. Podolin drop pass to Zhang. Body contact there by Medved. He's back up to his feet. Now looking to come up ice. Chips that one up towards Bolts. Bolts into the offensive zone. Stuck at the blue line, trying to chip that one forward. Another big hit as Adkins now has to go back and settle it down. D to D over to She. She has his pocket picked and now out the other way for Team Black on a breakaway. Snapping that one, missing the bottom corner. That was Brum looking for his first goal of the weekend. Chase Brum from Surrey nearly tying this game up. She rings it around the end boards. He gets hammered back up to the feet as Davis gets it back towards that corner. Trenteland's looking to step up, but a quick shot from Zeman. 5:15 to go in the third period. Still a one-goal game as Bolts picks it up 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Colby Bolts with a shot, but a save by Taylor Clark. Able to grab that one. The glove is working for both goalies here in this contest as Taylor Clark keeping this one a one-goal game with 5 minutes to go. 1 seed versus 4 seed winner of this clinches their berth in the championship game tomorrow morning. Face off, one back in the defensive zone by Team Black. That one's right down the middle. Hostin has his pocket picked by Bourget. Manhas up towards Davis. Trying to get help by Bryant, who's back onto the ice. Good to see him. He went off slowly his last shift, kind of laboring his shoulder, but great to have him back out onto the ice as Tang, the defenseman for Team Black, backtracks in his own zone. Turnover to Bourget. Taken up, Sung into the offensive zone, and a breakaway, and gets that by Kosher as this game is tied with 4.5 minutes to go in the first semifinal game as Michael Sung Ties this game up. It is his second of the weekend, first of the day. And we have a 3-3 game with 4.5 minutes to play in this third period. Ensuing face-off coming up at center ice after that tying goal. Brand new hockey game, even slate in the final 4:30. Puck is dropped. Play will continue. 4:21 to go in this third period. Tie 3-3 now with Michael Sung being the tying goal right now. Podolin trying to get his way through as Black has the puck in the offensive zone to the point. Darlow with the shot looking for a tip in front. Bliss could not quite get there as Tang keeps it in down deep into the offensive zone for Team Black behind the net. Tang forward for Team Gray looking to pop that to the line. Darlow has that one chipped by him as now Team Black's got to start up in their own territory. Darlow up towards Podolin, off his stick, and Zhang takes over for Team Black. A little bit of a collision, but Team Black still in control of the puck, just past the stick of Avery Bliss. As Joyce tries to go D-to-D, overtaken by Podolin, but great recovery by Joyce to not allow Podolin a good look, heading into the front of the net. In a 3-3 game, Podolin turnaround shot thrown in front, angled out by Adkins to clear out the crease of his goaltender Kosher. Darlow a shot on, tipped in front, but blocked down. Turnaround shot by Zhang, another block in front by Joyce. As Adkin now sends that one down the length of the ice, just trying to alleviate any sort of pressure in front of their own net. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Now a tie 3-3 game. Face-off coming in the offensive zone for Team Black. Defensive for Team Gray to the glove hand side of Kosher. Waiting for the puck to be dropped, and it is, and one back by Team Gray, but quickly swallowed by Team Black in the offensive zone. Fagoklu has it into the left corner on the back end, trying to break free of Shi, but Bolts now takes over, coming up ice. 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Bolts with the shot, blocked in front, off a leg of Evans and into the corner. As Hostin now takes over, leaves it for Sung. Manhas chips it up towards Trenolance. Back to Manhas, trying to slow things down and set up a play here for Team Gray. She, far hand side, connecting with Trenolance, entering the offensive zone. Snaps a shot, just getting a piece of it up into the netting. Was Clark for the whistle. 3-3 tie game, heading into the final 2:24 of this third period of the first semi-final game of the night. After this, you still have red versus blue to be played. Face off, one back by Team Gray in their offensive zone. Manhas with a shot through traffic, and it beats under the arm of Clark and into the back of the net. Breaking the tie is Devin Manhas, who finds the back of the net to give Team Gray the lead again, make it 4-3 with 2:18 to go in the third period. This semifinal game is going to come down to the final seconds. I can feel it in a 4-3 contest here. Ensuing face-off, one back by Team Gray as she now works up, trying to angle that down to the end boards. Davis, first one there, centering pass loose in front, worked back towards the point. She stepping up, sends it on net, but overtaken by Zhang. Stretch pass up to Podolin. Podolin, one-on-one against Manhas, a shot and into the top corner. A beautiful move and shot, well falling, and just like that, this game is back tied up with a beauty from TJ Podolin, his first of the semifinals, 5th overall goal of the tournament. And it is back a tie game, 4-4, toe drag release, top corner. Can't get any better than that for TJ Podolin, and it's back a 4-4 hockey game with 2 minutes to play. Ensuing face-off won by Team Gray. Yet again, they flip it towards their offensive territory. Tang for Team Gray, slowing it down, trying to cut out wide, gets cut off by Bliss. Now Zhang nearly with the turnover and a rush up ice. Rouse trying to push it into the corner. He gets pinned up by Zeman, as now that puck is pulled off to the near side half boards, trying for a stretch pass to Podolin again. That one's turned away. Zeman has got to slow things down behind his own net. Up the boards, Bliss trying to find Zhang, unable to, as back into the offensive zone, but whacked back down the ice. Boydall, that one's knocked off his stick. Podolin into the offensive zone, one-on-one, driving the net, well falling, getting pushed down to the ice, still loose in front. Scramble, but covered up by Kosher, as they'll finally blow that one down. Podolin looking to get his team the lead. 1:07 to play here in this third period with a 4-4 tie game thanks to TJ Podolin. Face off coming to the glove hand side of Luke Kosher. Face off, one forward by Team Gray, who send it down the length of the ice. Trying to beat out the icing, but unable to do so. So reset, do this one again. In front of Kosher, taking off 7 seconds on the clock. We're 59.3 left in this third and potential final period of play. Tied 4-4 in this game. Face off, won by Team Gray. Coming up ice, Bolt up towards Treadalance. Treadalance into the offensive zone. Toe drag shot himself, but that one's blocked in front, off the foot, laboring in front of the net, but staying onto the ice. So try to play defense in front, 40 seconds to go, still with possession of the puck in the offensive zone, going to the far hand side. Manhas unable to hold the zone, now needing to set up a new play. Adkins, dump and chase, fires it back down. Treadalance looking to apply the forecheck off the far side boards. Austin stepping up, Manhas, great defensive play. Now Treadalance into the offensive zone, 3-on-2 with the shot. Rebound still loose in front, it's into the back of the net. A goal with 14 seconds to go to give Team Gray the lead, 5-4. I said this game's gonna come down to the wire, and it sure has, with Devin Manhas getting the go-ahead goal. He got the 4th goal, now he got the 5th goal to make it 5-4 with 14 seconds to go here in this third period of the semi-final game between Team Gray and Team Black. A rebound in front with the defenseman, Devin Manhas, continuing with the play, following through with the puck, and getting this into the back of the net. 5-4 is the score. Face off, one back by Team Black, looking for one last rush up ice. 5 seconds. Zeman trying to enter the offensive zone, taken away by Team Gray as time ticks off the clock. And Team Gray have won the semi-final game and will be heading to the championship tomorrow morning. Gonna face the winner of this next game coming up. Team Red versus Team Blue. 5-4 final here in this semi-final game for Team Gray over Team Black. It was Luke Kosher in net with a great game, and then back-to-back goals by Devin Manhas to get the win here for Team Gray. 2 goals in the final couple minutes, and Team Gray comes away with the 5-4 win. over Team Black. Goals in this game. Let's do a game recap here quickly before we get to the Grit and Grind Award and the 3 stars for Team Black. Goals in this game scored by TJ Podolin, 2 by Marzang, and Michael Sung with a goal for Team Gray. It was a goal from Kingston Prenislow, Ethan Tang, Stefano Trentalance, and then 2 by Devin Manhas to get the win for Team Gray. As handshake lines over, now each team line up on their respective blue line to get the Grit and Grind Award and the 3 stars. Coming up here next as Team Gray wins the semifinal tomorrow morning. Now time for the game's Grit and Grind Award, brought to you by Brown Social House, locally owned and operated. Brown Social House Village Green provides the perfect balance between neighborhood pub and upscale casual dining. Our guests experience a premium casual environment that makes them feel at home. And that's what the term social house is all about. It's that simple. $30 gift card to Brown Social House on the line here for the Grit and Grind Award. And it will be handed, this award in this semifinal game, towards Avery Bliss of Team Black for number 17. Played a great game, so the Grit and Grind Award to Avery Bliss. Now time for the 3 stars, brought to you by Up My Hockey. From mindset to performance, Up My Hockey is your go-to source for unlocking the next level in your game. Grow your mindset, grow your game with Up My Hockey. 3-star awards. 3rd star goes to Team Black. Number 10, Marzang, with a pair of goals in this game, so he'll be the 3rd star, getting a $30 gift card for Source for Sports. 2nd star coming up here gets a $40 gift card for Source for Sports. 2nd star, Luke Kosher gets 2nd star. A winning goalie here for Team Gray. Stopped a lot of shots, made a lot of great saves. So 2nd star goes to Luke Kosher. And coming up, the 1st star of the game gets a $50 gift card for Source for Sports, brought to you by Up My Hockey. Grow your mindset, grow your game. 1st star goes to Devin Manhas, defenseman who got the 4th and 5th goal of this game, giving his team 2 leads and the game-winning goal here for the semifinal game. So 1st star goes to Devin Manhas, who gets 2 goals. That's the 3 stars and the Grit and Grind Award. Now, as Team Gray wins 5-4 over Team Black, we'll now turn to the other semifinal matchup. Team Red versus Team Blue coming up here shortly. Winner of that game will face Team Gray in the finals tomorrow. Loser will face Team Black in the bronze medal game. 5-4 win for Team Gray. We'll be back with Red and Blue